I've been hunting Riddick for 10 years.
He's the most dangerous man we've ever tracked.
You know, I am not a Vin Diesel fan. Oh fuck yeah, so what with it? With that being said, you would assume that I'm not a fan of his movies either. Well, that's not entirely true either. I can tolerate the Fast and Furious movies and a couple of his flicks that I genuinely enjoy. However, I was never interested, nor did I care about the Chronicles of Riddick franchise. The story of the escaped convict with the crazy fighting skills who can see in the dark just didn't really appeal to me. So the news of a new Riddick movie was out, and I was all like, But I did see it, and of course, I have to review it. So, how is it? Well, let's find out.
Whatever happens, no matter what they tell you.
Now, like I mentioned earlier, I am not a Riddick fan, so I'm solely judging the movie on the merits of it being a movie itself. That being said, it wasn't that good, and the main problem is the story itself. You have this juggernaut of a person who could best practically anybody fighting mercenaries and creatures. None too exciting, really, especially when you find out the main threat of the movie is a creature that looks like a cross between a scorpion and a snake that he killed in the first 20 minutes of the film. I mean, yeah, it was a horde of them, but the journey to get to the climax of the film was very, very, very weak, in my opinion. Now, on the subject of the creatures, there was very little of them as well. I counted only 3 creatures. That vulture-looking thing that you saw in the trailer, a dingle dog kind of looking thing that Riddick domesticated, and they had a bond throughout the years of him being on the planet, and that Snakeon thing I mentioned earlier. And yes, I am calling it a Snakeon, I don't give a fuck. A world this vast and huge, and we're really supposed to believe that there's only 3 species of aliens living there? Speaking of the world itself, the cinematography was abysmal. Too many yellows. I'ma just call it the urine planet. I get the planet has a desert-like terrain, but even deserts have some color in it, you know? Cactuses are green, even like some shades of brown within the mountain regions. Then when the film is shown during the nighttime, you could barely make out what's happening, if not anything at all. I mean, yes, Riddick could see in the dark, but that doesn't mean the audience can. Now, about the acting, it was decent at best. The ragtag collection of mercenaries and their one-liners towards one another did get a chuckle out of me, or 2, or perhaps maybe even 3. And the performances themselves were okay. Vin Diesel is at his Vin Dieselist, playing his signature role of buff bald dude with a deep voice who could fight and kick ass, the archetype that he seems to never break away from in his movie roles. And that's the big reason why I don't like his acting or his films. The Iron Giant, one of my favorite animated films of all time, where Vin Diesel voices the titular character, is a perfect example of him breaking out of that typecasted role. I just wish I could see him do more with this talent as opposed to just staying within his comfort zone, because I do see him try in his movies.
Whatever happens, no matter what they tell you.
I'm pretty sure certain fans of the Riddick franchise will adore this film. Plenty of fan service to go around, but for an audience who never heard of, never cared, and was curious, or just the average moviegoer looking to watch a good sci-fi flick, wait for Gravity, cause that shit's gonna be awesome. I give Riddick a 2 out of 5. Till next time, guys, this is the Retro Skeptic, and please comment below if you agree with what I said, or if I should have my head on display in a box. Also, please like and subscribe right there, and yada yada yada. Good night, and good luck, y'all.
What is it? What's out there?
I don't know. It ain't right.